Hey, how's it going? Today, I'm going to find out which Borderlands game I can get a legendary in the fastest. Starting with BL1, I decided to choose Lilith because she's the fastest vault hunter once she gets her action skill. Marcus dropped me off and the clock started. My only company so far was Wall-E from that one Disney movie. I can't quite remember the name of it though. After I was finished talking to the robot, I did some parkour to get up on the roof. There was a red chest up on the roof, and while I don't think it can drop a legendary, it doesn't hurt to check. I whiffed 2 shots on this bandit and finally got him with the third. Got through the other 2 no problem, and now it was time to meet Dr. Zed. I had to go and kill some skags now. I checked if I could fast travel before I finished the mission, but I couldn't. While I was trying to kill the skags, Claptrap got lit up by some bandits, so I needed to repair him. I turned in the mission and started shooting at the skags through the gate. I must have jumped in the perfect spot because the gate lifted me up and I was able to kill all the skags. The spot where I was going to farm the legendary was T-Bone Junction. That's why I needed the fast travel open. After I turned in the mission, that's where I was headed. There are a few different chest and locker locations where I have a chance to get a legendary. The closest one is over here next to Wall-E. You just jump on this mailbox and make it up on the roof. There's a chest up here, and the middle locker will always have a gun or shield in it. Now this is where the run gets boring and is completely based on luck. I could have gotten a legendary my first try and finished the run in less than 10 minutes, but that's pretty boring. So let's keep going. Running over this direction, I decided to loot the chest on this roof, which I think in the long run just lost me time. Same with the locker at the bottom. Almost 22 minutes in now, and I haven't had great luck yet. The highest tier item I found was a blue. I decided to try this chest again, which was totally worth it. And then I had butterfeet and fell to my death. Trying again, I was a parkour god this time and made it down to the lockers without breaking my legs. And I got a blue grenade. A little over 25 minutes into the run, and I was starting to worry that this was going to take me much longer than I expected. Until I opened the middle locker and got a legendary revolver. It took me 25 minutes and 31 seconds to get a legendary in Borderlands 1. Now it's time for the best game in the series, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm just kidding, it's Borderlands 2. I decided to choose 0, but it wouldn't have really mattered because the legendary that I'm going for in this game is the Hornet. Since Knuckle Dragger is only level 1, I won't have my action skill yet. Wall-E rescued me from the glacier and then immediately got his eye snatched by Knuckle Dragger. I grabbed the gun from the safe and then made a little mistake. I jumped into a flaming trash can and died. In my defense, I was trying to hit the save station through the wall, but failed horribly and lost a bit of time. I eventually hit the save station and followed Wall-E out the door. Now it was time to fight the first enemies of the game. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Now it's time to fight Knuckle Dragger, and hopefully get the Hornet first try. The fight started a little slow with me missing 3 headshots in a row, but I was able to take him down no problem. The run could have been over in 8 minutes, but unfortunately all he dropped me was this gray pistol. I had to wait for Wall-E to get the door open so I could come back and farm for the Hornet. A little over a minute later, and now I was on my second time fighting him. Another gray pistol in my pocket. I decided to switch to my shotgun for the third kill, and ended it with the best trick shot you've ever seen. This time the Hornet dropped, and it took me 11 minutes and 2 seconds to get a legendary in Borderlands 2. I wanted to take a quick break from the video to show you guys the clothing I've been working on. This collection will drop September 8th. Thank you for the support on the last shirt. Let me know what you think of the clothes. And again, thank you so much for the support. Now let's get back into the video. Borderlands 3 time. For this game, I decided to choose Zane. It probably doesn't matter, but I'm still gonna tell you who I chose. Just like BL1, Marcus dropped me off, and then the first thing I spoke to again was Wally. The beginning of this game is so slow. I'm already over 8 minutes in and still just picking up my shield. Now it's time for Shiv. I slightly missed the barrel, but was still able to kill him no problem. Now I'm 14 minutes into the game and just playing Wait for Lilith simulator. I rescued Vaughn and made it back to Lilith. Now I just had to head to Ellie's garage to grab a car. I made a slight mistake right here. I should have just scanned the car. Even though it would have added 10 seconds, it would have saved me a lot of time in the long run. I decided the place where I was going to farm a legendary was from the demo Skaggins because they can drop the Monocle and the Nighthawken. The first Skag dropped me nothing, and the second nothing as well. This is where scanning the car would have saved me time because now I have to run all the way back and get a new car. 28 minutes in now, I got the car and scanned it. I booked it straight back to the Skags and was using the car again to easily get them low. I realistically should have hopped out and finished the first one, but I decided to get them both low before going for the kill. I hopped out of the car and the first demo Skaggin dropped me a Nighthawken. It took me 29 minutes and 44 seconds to get a legendary in Borderlands 3. And of course the second Skag dropped one too. So far the fastest game has been Borderlands 2 with a time of 11 minutes and 2 seconds. However, I think if I start Borderlands 3 by playing Arms Race, I can get a time faster than that. I spawned in Fake Sanctuary, started running the wrong way, and then managed to fast travel to the complex. Arms Race was such a cool idea, and it is pretty fun to play when you start a new character, but other than that, it's pretty boring and should have been expanded. I almost ran straight past this Skag, but then realized it was a chubby. I was hoping with how many legendaries drop in BL3 that this would drop me a legendary. But it didn't, just a purple. I then ran to the first chest location and spent some time fighting these dogs. I killed the last enemies and made my way to the chests. I was hoping for any legendaries. I got none from the first or the second. After that fail, I ran to the second chest location and started clearing out the dogs. Arms Race is fairly easy when you're such a low level. You don't really need to rely on your skills yet. Once I focused on the heavy, all my dreams came true. I got a legendary in 9 minutes and 14 seconds playing Arms Race. Here's how the games rank up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you want to see more content from me, consider subscribing. Have a good rest of your day. See ya.